Hello everybody. You can move closer to me if you want. My name is Lauren Reynolds. I'm a Schools Engagement Officer here at ATU Donegal. So whether you're joining us here on campus or online before our Leaving Cert. So make sure that you get what you're looking for out of this evening. If you're interested in a particular department, a particular course, make sure you go over and talk to our academic staff. They're just outside, as you can see, on our main thoroughfare, which we call the main street. So they're all there and ask all of the questions. They are very eager to engage with all of the new faces and potential students. So what I'm going through today, I'm going to give you an overview of ATU, then we're going to funnel down to ATU Donegal, and then it'll be a whistle-stop tour. We have 54 CAO programs, so I'll go through those at a very high level, and then hopefully give you some hints and tips on your CAO application. So ATU, that's Atlantic Technological University. The future is here. So last month we launched as ATU, Atlantic Technological University. It was a really exciting milestone for us, and what it saw was 3 universities or ITs coming together to become a technological university. So it was here, LYIT, IT Sligo, and then GMIT. So you might think, well, why is that important for me? Like, what does that mean for me as a student? And really, in essence, it's power in numbers and increased presence across the island of Ireland. So as you can see, we're peppered all along the northwest and the west coast of Ireland. It means that our collaborative strength has been increased. It means that our pool of academic excellence is deeper. Our research, engagement, innovation capabilities have all increased. And then this is a really important one for all you guys, the global opportunities. So we've got 50 international partners here. So if that's matched with all those other campuses, it means more partners for you. And what that means is it creates inroads for people doing work placements. If you've got a research-based project or a case study, that you can do it in one of our global partners. So specifically talking about ATU Donegal, some stats here. We have 2 campuses, one here in Letterkenny and another one in Killybegs. We have 5,000 students doing one of our 54 CAO programs or one of our 40+ master and postgraduate programs. So you might not be thinking about a master's or a postgraduate yet, but we're always thinking about an education progression pathway. I have another slide which I'll talk to you about on that. So of all of these programs, 72% of these courses offer work placement opportunities. And that leads into our next stat. 9 out of 10 of ATU Donegal students have gained employment within 4 months of graduating or went on to further education. And a lot of these students will attest that their work placement was crucial in obtaining employment, whether they did their work placement and then got employment, or whether that experience gave them the arsenal that they needed to go and get that other job that they applied for. I touched on our 50 international partners, and that creates a lovely range of partners that you can go in and you can do your work experience abroad or here in Ireland. So I said briefly about our progression in higher education. This is the national framework of qualifications. So you'll see it starts at a level 6. We do offer courses in a higher certificate. It's usually a 2-year degree, and that'll be a pathway into an ordinary degree, an ordinary bachelor's degree at a level 7. They're normally 3 years in duration and often can have work placements. A level 7, more often than not, the majority of level 7s will give you a pathway into an honours degree at a level 8. The duration of that is normally around 3 to 4 years, and then you can start thinking about your master's or your postgraduate or whatever you want at that point. So this is an important framework to look at whenever you're filling in your CAO application. Put in your first choice, fill in all your level 8s, and then fill in your 6s and your level 7s as well. So the way that we describe it here, it's like you're invited to 2 18th birthday parties. You've got your invitee list over here and your invitee list over here. So make sure that whenever you're filling it out, all level 8s, level 7s and level 6 are all filled out. It gives you better control then and better choice options when your results come out. If you don't get your level 8, that's okay. Your level 7 and level 6 will be your backup plan and your progression route through to level 8. Looking at our school structure, we have 3 faculties. The Faculty of Business, where we have Business Studies, Law, Public Service and Education, Design and Creative Media, and Tourism and Sport. Our Faculty of Science and Health, Life and Physical Sciences, so this is our largest department. There's 12 programmes underneath this department, Nursing and Healthcare, and then Early Education and Social Studies. Under our Faculty of Engineering and Technology, we have Civil Engineering and Construction, Electronic and Mechanical Engineer, and then Computing. So this gives you a look at our diverse range across the spectrum of different disciplines, and then relating them back to industry as well. So we're not just siloed in one area. We do a length and breadth of courses and programs here. This is the LCA Certificate in Preparatory Studies in Higher Education, also known as our Access course. So this is for any students who do LCA and achieve 160 credits. It's also for mature students or early school leavers who have had a break in their education. This is a 1-year course, and after the completion of it, it allows students access into any of our CAO programs except from nursing. So this is a really important course for those doing LCA or anyone that has a break in their education. Right, get comfortable because we're going to go through all of our programs now. Business Studies. This department, we have 4 CAO programs. We have the Business Common Entry at a level 7 degree with specialisms. So I'll talk about common entries and what a common entry is, and using business as an example. If you have an interest in the general area of business, but you haven't figured out or you haven't decided what area of specialism you want to go in at, then a common entry degree is a really good degree to give you a flavour of the different disciplines that sit under one area. So this one, in our business degree, for the first 2 years, you'll do accounting, management and marketing. And then in the 3rd year, you'll choose a specialism and you'll carry that through to completion. We offer a business 3-year fast track honours degree. And then we have a marketing practice with online technologies. And then our accounting degree, which is very popular, it's a 3-year fast track honours degree. And it offers generous exemptions for your professional accreditation in the accounting profession. All of these programs have work placement, and work placement is, as I said, it's so important. It gives you that experience, and it also gets you to know the employer potentially that you might be getting a job with. So Law, Public Service and Education. We have 2 programs under this. We have the LLB in Law, that's a 3-year fast track honour degree. That does allow the graduates of this to undertake their FE1s if they want to become a solicitor, or do their King's In if they want to become a barrister. So that is an entry route into becoming a solicitor or a barrister. Of course, you can do a wide range of other opportunities, but a lot of people that do that will go down the route of law, solicitor or barrister. Then we have our common entry with Law with Criminal Justice. This is a level 7. So if you cast your mind back to the progression framework, the level 7, if you do a level 7 in Law with Criminal Justice, if you do 1 extra year, that'll bring you up to a level 8 honours degree. And most of our level 7s, you'll go in at that entry point to level 7, and you can do 1 year, 1 top-up year, and that'll bring you up to a level 8. And also there's work placement in those. So wherever you see WP, that means work placement. So you'll see that cropping up quite a lot. So again, looking in design and creative media, and you'll all get the hang of it, and I'm sure you know about it already, looking at the common entry. So if you love the creative sphere, you love to draw, you love graphic design, but you don't really know what your specialism is yet, or you perhaps think, oh gosh, I might have untapped talent, I'd love to do this, and then figure out what I'm really good at, then this is a really good program for you. The BA in Design, it's a common entry level 8 honours degree, and you can do your animation, fashion with promotion, graphic and digital design, and digital film and video. If you do know which area under the creative sphere that you want to progress in, then we offer our level 7s in animation, digital film and video, fashion with promotion, graphic and digital design. And like all the rest of them, level 7, you can add on your top-up year and that'll bring it up to a level 8. By the time I get to the end of this, you'll all be chiming in on level 7s, add a year, get to level 8. Now, and there's work placements with all of these as well. So tourism and sport. This department is based here in Letterkenny and in Killybegs. So our sports and exercise, that's a common entry level 8 degree with specialisms. So in the first 2 years, a student will study performance and physical education. Then they'll choose one of those, be it performance or physical education. There is an opportunity for an Erasmus year. If choosing performance, you can work with the Hungarian football team. And then if choosing PE, you can do an Erasmus abroad in an Austrian school. Or you can also do those here in Ireland. A lot of people will do the sports and exercise as a gateway into becoming a PE teacher. So on completion of this, you'll undertake a master's and that'll give you the qualification of a PE teacher. Sports studies, this is currently a level 6, but we are changing this to a level 7, meaning that it's a 3-year degree. There is a work placement in it, and that'll bring you right into the sports and exercise. So that's, again, level 7, fill it out. If you don't get the level 8, you'll get your level 7, and if it's a PE teacher, that's your route. This is a new course that we have, Athletic Therapy and Exercise Rehabilitation, a really exciting and innovative area. It's based around the diagnosis and management of injury sustained in high performance sports or recreational sports among the general public. And the last year of this, there is, you can become a certified athletic therapist on completion of an exam which you sit in the final year of this course. If you're interested in becoming a chef, then Culinary Arts is the programme for you. That's based out of our Killybegs campus. And the Culinary Arts and the Hotel, Restaurant and Resort Management, they also offer a 1-year Erasmus year that you can go and train abroad as well, or do it here in Ireland. So the Hotel, Restaurant and Resource Management, that's equipping students with the skills and knowledge to manage any kind of a setting in a hospitality or tourism setting. Now this course is also under change. It's going to change into hospitality management. And the difference is that there's an additional or a more focus on some professional services, so like event managing, like human resources and financial planning, and that opens the door for a broader range of job prospects at the end of it, making this course more transferable than what it was into additional industries as well. You could work in HR, you could work in event management, so it's opening the door to more things. Civil engineering and construction. We have, this is where our quantity surveying is, our construction management, our architectural technology, fire safety engineering, civil engineering and construction. So we have quantity surveying in a level 7 and a level 8. Construction management is also in a level 7 and a level 8. There's a work placement in that. And in the bottom one, our construction common entry gives students the opportunity to learn construction management and architectural technology. And then they'll choose one of those, and that'll be the award given to them on completion of that. The architectural technology, that deals with emerging technology that's used in the architecture space. It's focused on the design and build of buildings, getting the best energy rating and things like that out of your building. Students here will work on, in immersive tech and virtual reality. They'll use all of those tools to bring the emerging tech to the fore in an architectural firm. Fire safety engineering. So we're the only college in Ireland to offer this at a level 8. There is a work placement in this as well. And this one is no building legally in the world can be signed off without a fire safety engineer. So the employment rate in this is quite high. Again, going into then our civil engineering, that's offered in a level 7 and a level 8. And then construction, I touched on that as well. Electronic and mechanical engineering. So under this we have biomedical engineering. So if you have an interest in engineering and science, then this is the two of them married together. Students here and graduates will largely work on medical diagnostic devices, connected health, things like that. Mechanical engineering and anything that sits under engineering, it's so broad and there's lots of career opportunities in the other end of it. Mechanical engineering, for instance, you could work in a pharmaceutical setting, you could work in manufacturing, you can work in building services. Electronic engineering, so what was the first thing anyone done here this morning? I looked at my phone, I checked my emails, and that's thanks to electronic engineers. So it's a really practical, dynamic discipline. You work on anything from nanotechnology, really small devices, right up to large-scale systems. Electric vehicle engineering is the next one. This again is a really exciting program option. We're currently offering it at a level 6, but it will be offered at a level 7, and that's in response to the industry demands. So even coming in here this evening, you would have seen the car parks full up. All of those cars were likely to be replaced with electronic vehicles. So Ireland, along with all the other countries in the world, are mandated to lower our emissions. And this is exactly what the electric vehicle engineering is doing. It's creating a workforce to deal with all of those electric vehicles. And we're not even just talking about the domestic car. If you think about the large machinery that's used in agriculture or quarry spaces as well, it transcends well into industry as well. Then we have an electrical apprenticeship in collaboration with Solace. So if you're not so keen, if you want to become an electrician but you're not so keen on staying in college all the time, this is a really nice combination of working in our electrical labs here and then also out with your employer as well. So it's on a phased basis. You're in here for some of it and then you're out with the employer and vice versa. In our computing department, so we've got our 3-year fast-track honours degree in computer science. An important thing to note here that you must have computer science at Leaving Cert level to undertake this as a degree programme. If you don't have that, there's plenty of other options. There's applied computing. Applied computing is a level 7, do an extra year, make it a level 8 if you want. Then there's computing as well, and I'll touch on cybersecurity in a wee minute. Then we've got computing, and then computer games development, and computer security and digital forensics. So when you're looking at computer games development and computer security and digital forensics, 2/3 of these courses are based on computing, and then the last third on games development, and then security and digital forensics. The cyber psychology, that's a new course that we have on offer. That's a level 8, and this is a really exciting space. As we move more of our activity online, there's a natural overlap between human interactions and digital space. So this is examining the thought process or the human interactions behind behaviours, and the career opportunities in this are vast, as large organisations and even small organisations across the board are looking for multidisciplinary teams. So niche expertise like this, and you could get a job in anything from online marketing to e-commerce to user journey to consulting. The list is endless. So life and physical sciences, this is our largest department, so get comfortable again. So our science common entry degree, that's a level 8. And then if you look over, you've got your food science and nutrition, pharmaceutical and medicinal science, bioscience. They're all level 7, and if you do your extra year, you can get a level 8. You don't need to do your level 8, but the option is there. So your food science and nutrition, that's looking at food shelf life, that's looking at the connection between diet and disease, all of those things. Pharmaceutical and medicinal science, that's looking at primarily diagnostic devices. Bioscience, if anyone wants to be a biology teacher, people would do this course to become a biology teacher at Leaving Cert level or a science teacher at Junior Cert. So on completion of this, you do a master's, and then you have the qualification to teach biology or science. Physiotherapy, dietetics and occupational therapy. So these are offered at a level 6 higher certificate, 2-year course. Now, what we have done is we've partnered with Coventry University to offer them at a full level 8 honours degree. So you do 2 years here and then 2 years over in Coventry. So you'll go into your class with 30 people, and we're after sending maybe 50 students over to Coventry to complete their final 2 years. So you'll make friends, and you'll be going over to Coventry with all of those people. And the Coventry is quite like, it's a smaller city, more compact, so it's a very attractive option for people wanting to do physiotherapy, dietetics, or occupational therapy. So looking at nursing and healthcare, we have 3 programs here: mental health nursing, general nursing, and intellectual disability nursing. These are all level 8s, 4-year full-time programs with heavy work placements in each of them. So for the general nursing, the students will come in here for 6 weeks, and then they're straight out in work placement for the other 6 weeks. We want to make sure that students are completely comfortable in a clinical setting. All of our teaching labs here are assimilation suites of a clinical setting. So if anyone's done a campus tour, you will have seen all of those assimilation suites, all of the nursing facilities, the dental room, all of that. So mental health nursing, general nursing, and intellectual disability nursing. So the mental health nursing, your work placement will either be here in Donegal with the mental health services, or with Donegal Sligo. And we have a placement officer as well that works with students to best place them in where suits them, where we can. It is random selection, but we will work with students where we can. In general nursing, the work placement takes place up in Letterkenny University Hospital, and then the intellectual disability nursing, the work placement is here in Donegal as well. Now, talking about nursing, I realise that I have not spoken about the veterinary nursing on this slide, so we'll go back to this just for a moment. So the veterinary nursing, we are one of 4 colleges to offer this in Ireland. It's a hugely popular course here. It's offered in level 7 and a level 8. There is work placement with large farm animals and also small animals as well. The agricultural science degree as well, that's a level 7 and a level 8. Every Tuesday you will be out on a farm, and the unique selling point with this is what we always tell the students is that in the work placement we require students to do 6 weeks on a farm in an agri setting, and then another 6 weeks in an agri related business. It is very hands-on, and anyone that does that agricultural course really loves it because it is so hands-on. The dental nursing, that is a level 6, a higher certificate, and you're qualified then as a dental nurse. You're ready to work. You can also do a dental hygienist. That's a straight entry into that course, into a dental hygienist, which is done in other places. And then pharmacy technician, that's a level 6 as well. So that's a 2-year degree, qualified as a pharmacy technician. But if you wanted to go, and study pharmacy, we have a partnership, a collaboration with Ulster University, where you'll be gained access into their first year of their pharmacy degree on successful completion of this course and meeting the required grades. So we touched on nursing and healthcare. And the next one, early education and social studies. So we have 3 courses in here. The early childhood care, health and education is offered at a level 6 and a level 6 and a level 8. If you do the level 6, after a bridging module, you can go into the level 8. There's work placement in this in a creche setting and also in a primary school. Students that want to be a primary teacher and perhaps didn't get their Irish will use this as an access into doing their primary teaching alongside their Irish diploma, and then they will need to complete a further master's on completion of their level 8 early childhood care, health and education. The health and social care, that's a level 8 degree as well. Students here will learn about ageing and caring studies, general health and social care, and disability studies. That's also offered at a level 6 and a level 8. Our new course here is the inclusive practice for special needs assistance. So a lot of school environments are now moving to try and be more inclusive of everyone, of everyone's levels, everyone's needs spectrum. So this course covers that, and it equips students on graduating with the knowledge to lead, integrate and manage those inclusive practices in a learning environment. This is a 3-year, it's a level 7 3-year full-time course with a work placement. Now that is all of our CAO options. So when I'll give you some hints and tips now, and some of you may know them, but I'll go through them anyway. So choose your course carefully. List your courses in order of preference. Take care filling in your CAO form. Include level 6 and level 7 options. So that's what I spoke about when we look at the national framework for the education progression. Make sure that you are filling in your level 6 and level 7 alongside your level 8, and work with your career guidance to best navigate that CAO application. It can be tricky stuff, and we have a career guidance teacher on site today. She's out there, Catherine Lester. If anyone wants to speak to her, come and speak to me after, and I'll signpost her out to you. So keep an eye on deadline dates. So CAO change of mind, that's open today. So if you do have a change of mind, go back in, revisit your CAO, and make sure that you've put that change of mind on it. And again, work with your career guidance. We've got somebody here on site today. And then when you're looking at your programs and your departments, make sure that you've got the answer to the following. So what are the job prospects on completion of this course? And are there any follow-on courses? Are there master programs? Are there any bridging modules that I need to do from a level 6 to a level 7? Like, what are they all? Make sure that you've just got a full comprehension on your course. What will I study? So it's fine me calling out all of these names for the programs, but you really need to delve in there and find out what you'll be learning in your first year and your second year. What are those modules, and will you enjoy them? What is the unique selling point of my selected program? So I spoke about the agricultural science one, and the USP of that one is that we send students out on a 6-week placement into a farm setting, and then also into an agri-related business. So find out, ask the academic staff what sets this course apart from others, because that'll set you apart then whenever you go to look for that job. Make sure that there's a work placement in it. If there's a case study, a research-based project, any of those things would be excellent to have on completion of your degree. So if you're looking for more information, you can visit www.lyit. As I said at the start, please make use of our academic staff out there. This is the last event before the Leaving Cert, so go and talk to them. And absolutely, come and ask me questions if you want after this session as well. Talk to your guidance counsellor, they're there to help you. And as I said, we have one right here. Our next ATU Donegal Open Day will take place on the 17th of August. That's to be confirmed, just depending on Leaving Cert dates. And then arrange a visit to ATU Donegal and meet our staff. So we are running campus tours here this evening. They're running every half an hour. Our student ambassadors are giving those. You can find them at the main reception. But if you don't get a chance to do one of those this evening, then you can give me an email. My name is Lauren Reynolds. My email address is lauren.reynolds@lyit.ie, and I'd be more than happy to show you around our campus facilities, and you can learn about the student support services as well. That's it. That's all I have from me. But I'll be here anyway if you want to come down and ask me some questions of courses, or if you need me to signpost you to anybody out in our main thoroughfare there. Thank you.